Hi, Brooke. Can I ask you a question? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Balara.
Right. Okay. It's just, you know, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
Yeah, it's an adjustment. Whole lot of elven customs are feeling kind of weird right now.
I'm worried about our people. Or more like how other people see us. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Our gods aren't us. We can't judge people by their rulers, especially if those rulers are tyrants. Elves haven't been like that for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility. And I don't know, I feel guilty. Anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
It'd be easy to pretend that stories about the benevolent elven gods were true, but we know they weren't.
So what do we do? To make up for them, I mean.
Be honest. About our history, but also about who we are now. We're more than our ancient past.
Is it that easy, though? Just being honest?
Honesty's hard work, but it's the right kind of work. It's important work.
Right. I get it. It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
I'm no bard, but I can talk. Glad it helped.
Well, you're good at it. See you later, Rook.
Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
Maybe that's how it's done in Minrathis.
Oh no. Give Lucanus credit. It's terrible.
You need a stronger word for terrible.
So what's the coffee for?
What isn't it for? The Venatori used the dragon attack for a power grab. Now they treat Docktown like their personal playground. I've heard more cries for help than I can count. And now the Threads have reached out.
The Minrathus crime syndicate.
Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The Threads do it all. They stay out of slavery and they hate Venatori. Enough to keep picking fights. My contact in the Threads, Alec, wants to talk. He doesn't reach out for nothing.
If you need backup, I'm happy to help.
I don't expect you to show up for Docktown, Rook.
But I will, really.
If you need more coffee, I'll make it.
Well now, is that sweet or trying to save me from myself?
Let's call it both.
Davrin. About Weishaupt. Just wanted to make sure you're okay after,
I wouldn't say that, no. That's Renaud. Malmont. Anya. We used to argue. Who would be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I? Because I'm still here. They're not.
Personally, I'm glad you're here. We still need you.
And I need this to make sense.
You're overthinking it.
Am I? A Grey Warden kills an archdemon, they die. That's how it works.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
And if we manage to pull that off?
You'll do what you do best. Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose. I feel like a blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weishaupt. What now?
Well, you'll raise the sun to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That will require a lot more gingerwort truffles.
That's more like it. Good to have you back.
Somebody has to feed his feathery butt.
You live to serve, my friend.
Guess we're stuck with each other, boy. No getting rid of me now. Someday I might actually know what that means.
While you sort that out, maybe you and Lucanus can try to bury the hatchet?
Yeah,
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillenane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are, but they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear forming?
I think it could be. Thanks, Davrin. Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Qun wear?
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast. I had big fingers. Used to take me forever. Avatash. Shokratoebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsam.
You do a pretty good impression of your mother.
What? I don't sound anything like my mother.
Okay.
Rook, Tosh, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted Dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Husberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted Dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gillenane's archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
Your power is quite unlike other magic I've seen, Harding. Has coaxing it forth been difficult?
It's actually easy. Maybe too easy? Actually, do you have tips on holding magic back?
I know mental exercises to calm the mind, but if the issue runs deeper than...
Great, I'll take them.
Lucanus? Are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
Forget about Gillenane.
That's why I'm here.
I know, but I'm just happy you didn't get killed out there.
You shouldn't go easy on me. In our line of work, mistakes get people killed.
To be fair, so do successes.
I thought I still had this. Whatever else I am, I'm a professional. After the ossuary, I thought at least I could still take out a target. I need to work.
Gillenane was a giant face in the clouds, Lucanus. I asked you to stab a cloud.
And I missed the damn cloud.
My point is, that was impossible, and you still almost did it. That's not small.
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. I should check in with the crows. Whatever the word is, I'll let you know. There's nothing like work to focus the mind.
A helper awaits, dweller, on the library balcony.
That did it.
The fall of Weishaupt reverberated across the Fade, as did the fall of an archdemon.
But unless I am mistaken, both Elganan and Gillenane yet stand.
We took down Gillenane's archdemon, but we weren't able to kill her.
And how are you doing?
Right now, I'm more concerned with how the team is doing.
I expect their morale is shaken after what happened.
What happened at Weishaupt left a lot of them rattled.
That is to be expected. They faced Gillenane in the flesh, properly focused. Their fear will spur them to fight harder, to be ready next time. You cannot stand against Elganan and Gillenane with logic. Those motivated by greed or self-interest will change alliances, but those who serve you with passion and loyalty will follow wherever you lead, even to their deaths if necessary.
I'm not planning to order anyone to their deaths.
If you gain their loyalty, they will need no orders. They will volunteer.
I can't build these people up knowing I might have to send them to their deaths. There's always another option.
Perhaps you are right. Building your team is the best way to minimize the chance of such an order becoming necessary.
I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any suggestions on our next move against the gods?
If you oppose Elganan and Gillenane's minions, you will get your opportunity.
You think one of the Antam or Venatori commanders will help us find the gods?
Possibly. But more importantly, you will aggravate them. You rendered Gillenane mortal at Weishaupt. It is an embarrassment, an insult neither she nor Elganan can ignore. If you continue to disrupt their plans, you will not need to track them down. They will come to you.
You think I can goad the gods into making a mistake?
I have absolute faith in your ability to aggravate enemies who should know better than to underestimate you. One final warning. You have survived a confrontation with Gillenane, which few still live to claim. But her power pales in comparison to Elganan's. If he takes the field himself, remember, in a fight such as ours, escaping to fight another day is a victory.
What do you make of the astrolabe, Nev?
That magical artifact up there that keeps us from being swallowed by the Fade. Adds some class to the place.
Oh, Rook. Sorry, hello.
Everything okay?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yanarl is missing. And others, Strife told me.
What kind of missing?
They went back to where I met you, where we found the archive. Just in case. It's been a week. No one's heard from them. And it's my fault.
It's not your fault, Balara.
Please, I need to blame someone, even if it's me.
Balara, they know what they're doing. It's not on you.
Isn't it? If I missed something, if that artifact turned back on, let's start looking where we met earlier, where the Veil Jumpers would have gone in. Might be another anomaly, or more demons. Well, let's just be ready.
Ready for what?
For anything.
This is ominous.
Biago found something.
Something bad, I take it?
Venatori and Treviso. Like I thought. One of them might know where Zara is. Biago has crows watching them. We find them. We find Zara.
Everything she did to you. We'll make her pay, Lucanus. Side by side.
We just have to get this done. I'm not losing anyone else. We only get one shot at this. We go when you're ready.
So hold on. The Blight was the severed...
Dreams.
Right, dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yup.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Tevinter old gods who were really their dragon thralls. Reality is wild. Just go with it.
The voices again.
Untold years of sleep, only to see our sanctums defiled. Even Arlathan is trampled by cast-offs and mortals. We must secure the Alluvians.
We shall. The Ontom are uneasy in the crossroads, but they know their duty.
If they fail, give the best preserve to me for improvement.
Dead on, Tom? We're already on it.
So what other kinds of stories did your mother tell you about the crows?
Let's see. Crows would come through the house at night and kill children who weren't in bed.
Of course.
And they would poison cookies in the jar. But only some of them. That's why you had to ask your mother before getting one.
I'm sensing a theme here.
How are you two holding up?
After Weishaupt, people are injured, grieving. As are we.
We haven't given up. There's just a lot to deal with.
All right. I think we can make this work.
I took work orders from all the wardens.
Already?
Yeah, and some of the villagers too. You're going to be busy.
Gee, thanks.
Hey, Mila. How are the wetlands?
Blighted?
Right.
The wardens have a lot to do.
Hey, I'm Flynn, apprentice physician.
Everything all right?
I've been busy with patients, but I'm short on medical supplies. My mentor, Oscar, he should have some. He has a cabin outside the village. If you're out there, tell him you saw Flynn, and they could use his help.
So Flynn must be local.
They were here when the Blight surged through.
Vashadan.
Rook, I'm Greta. Good to have you here.
You look a bit worried.
We're not sure where some of our wardens are, Beckett and a few others. We're supposed to check in. We need to look out for each other more than ever. It's just, I know they took Weishaupt hard, and I hope they're okay.
Some wardens were meeting at the Grove, but they didn't want anyone to know.
I heard crows can do a special move that stops their enemy's heart.
Yes, it's called stabbing.
No! Like with a finger! Poking someone to disrupt the rhythm of their blood flow.
That sounds far more complicated than using a dagger.
That cabin must be the physician's. Flynn's mentor. The Blight.
Damn it.
We can still search it. Look for medical supplies. There was a life here.
Yeah. Damn.
The Blight struck too fast.
A notebook. It describes a local plant, Brona's bloom. None here, but Oscar left to find more. For his wife. If he left before the cabin was blighted, we might still find him out there.
The tree. So beautiful. Can you hear it singing?
A map and plans.
Must be from those missing wardens.
He's gone. He was drawn to the tree.
Did it lure him somehow?
Maybe the Blight messed with him. We'll tell the wardens. Brona's bloom. This was in the physician's book. It's been picked over.
The physician was gathering supplies. We should keep looking.
Brona's bloom. Picked over like the last one.
Ugh, that doesn't help. We need the physician.
Darkspawn, bring them down and we'll clear a path. Should be easier to travel through here. That will help the wardens. Are you all right?
We wanted to prove we could stop the Darkspawn, that we deserve to be here. There had to be a reason we survived when so many others at Weishaupt. I'm not as bad as I look. I can get myself back to Lavendel. Thank you. I just need a moment to say goodbye.
There's a body.
A lonely death.
His bag. Brona's bloom. This was the physician. Oscar.
Take the supplies. They can still help the village.
Flynn, we have Brona's bloom.
That will really help. Thank you. Oscar, the physician, was he, or his wife, Marta?
I'm sorry. They're gone. You're from here, right? You were Oscar's apprentice.
I knew him and Marta my whole life. I was at the end of my training. I'll make sure it's put to good use. With these plants, I can help the village, the wardens, whoever needs it.
It sounds like Oscar was a good friend.
You could talk to him about anything and he'd be interested. Plants, books, sword training, listening to me figure myself out, the non-binary stuff. He was all ears. When I said I wanted to help people, he said he'd train me, but that I'd find my own ways too, and I'd have to tell him all about it.
With the Blight Surge, how have things been in the village?
Bad. People are scared. Some are sick. We know Darkspawn are out there. and that's a death without mercy. But this is the Anderfels. If you aren't dead, then you're still alive.
I had to study anatomy and alchemy with the crows, though I wasn't looking to stop bleeding.
Oh, right. I'll stick with my own notes then. The wardens have a medic. Between the two of us, we'll get by. I want to help. I almost lost the chance.
What do you mean?
When the blight surged through, I nearly died. Evka and Antoine found me, but I was blighted. Past healing. They let me take the warden joining ritual. It saved my life, and gave me warden abilities.
Does that mean you're a Grey Warden?
It should mean I have no choice. The joining ingredients are rare. If that first warden had found me... Evka and Antoine said I'm welcome, but they're happy to see me continue as I am.
So, Antoine and Evka giving you a choice...
It's against the Order's rules. Or it was. I don't know if they broke the rules or maybe something will change. What they did? But Evka said to stop thanking them.
The joining ritual gives wardens their abilities. What was it like? What's it like now?
I shouldn't go into the details. It wasn't fun. But I'm here. Even if I'm different now.
I know there's a lot that goes with it, but I'm glad Evka and Antoine found you.
Me too. It's just a lot to get used to. You know, I can sense the blight in my warden patients. I can't reverse it, but I think it helps my treatments. I won't be killing Darkspawn, but I'll fight the blight my way. I'm still Lavendale's physician. Whatever else has changed, that hasn't.
This place is lucky to have you. But if things get too much... If you need an escape, I know people who can arrange it.
I'm good. But if I change my mind...
Just say the word.
Thanks, Rook.
Anytime. Tosh, what are you doing?
She's not in her lair. I was ready. I could have fought her.
Tosh?
Doesn't matter. I can still look for clues. See if she'll turn into a monster like Killianane's archdemon did. I have to figure this out. I'm a dragon slayer.
You are, but you don't have to do this alone.
I don't need help.
But we need you, all right? We cannot beat the gods without a dragon slayer.
Wait, look at that.
Ropes.
Canary ropes. The Antam. They're the ones who've been blighting the dragons for the gods. Those fucking ropes. They tie her down with these ropes so they can blight her. They turn her into something blighted and ugly and wrong. Something she was never supposed to be. Chakra Toebra. I've got to be ready to fight her. I'm a dragon slayer.
Tosh.
I'm a crappy Canary. I'm not really Ravani. I'm no good as a daughter. I can't even be a woman right. I have to be a dragon slayer.
This is a bad place for a heart-to-heart, Tosh. But if here's where we're doing it, then let's go. You are a dragon slayer. A great one when your head's on straight. But you're hiding. Want to show me how tough you are? Face the real problem. Right here, right now.
My mother put these ropes on me. She tied me up. Why did she do that? Is it because I didn't fit as a woman? Is it why I don't fit as a woman?
Tosh.
The shadow dragons say there are people who use they instead of he or she. They're not men or women. And I like how it feels when I imagine myself that way. But I'm not supposed to breathe fire. Am I not supposed to feel like this? What does she want me to be?
What do you want to be? Your mother brought you to Ravane for a better life.
I know.
So live it. Be who you are. Don't tie yourself down for someone else's fear.
I want to be... No. I am Ravane. And I'm not the daughter my mother wanted. That Tosh, she was never really me.
Who is the real Tosh?
She is... They are... not a woman. Or a man. The Shadow Dragons had some fancy terms, but using they and knowing that, it feels... good.
Sounds like a good start.
Thanks. Come on, let's get out of here.
Sounds good.